Hey everyone, we're here with Blair. You should know Blair. Blair's in a band called Blind Scryer. They are fucking fantastic. They jam. They absolutely fucking rip. Every time I see them, I'm like, oh my God. And Blair's voice is so fucking powerful. And they are playing Legalize Lex on,
Yeah,
are you on Friday or Saturday?
we're playing Saturday.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Thanks for having me on, Tom. Thank you for the
Hell yeah,
kind
dude.
words. Appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate your time greatly.
Yeah,
I always enjoy like seeing you guys play. So
thanks, man. Let's seeing you out there. See you at all the
yeah.
shows.
Well, the ones I can make it to, you know.
Well, I understand. I don't make it to as many as I'd like myself. I
Yes,
feel like when I'm
cheers.
out there, you're usually there too. So you're out there supporting the scene. Appreciate you.
For sure. Well, I said we were going to talk a lot about Legalize Lex, but you guys are you recording or is your stuff being pressed right now?
We have a 7-inch being pressed right now. With you guys at Third House. I'm
Yeah.
excited to get that out. Just doing a little 2-song 7-inch. But yeah, excited to have some new recorded music anyway. A couple of songs we've been playing for a long time, but these are actually both songs we wrote with our old lineup. So kind of getting those out there on their own, and we got a stack of songs we're going to put out at some point with the new lineup. Working on
Rock and
together as
roll.
writing as a unit.
That's I think it's hard when you change members because you obviously want to put the stuff you've already put together out,
Sure.
but you don't want that new person to feel like, oh, the redheaded stepchild, you know what I mean?
Sure. But no, it's been good. It's been easy. New guys been totally in on it and knocked those out. And yeah, I'm excited to get them out. We've had them recorded for a while now, so
Yeah.
really excited when Reagan approached us to put something out because we had actually just were in the process of recording those. So timing worked
Right
out
on.
great.
Yeah. Reagan, I like what Reagan's doing.
Oh yeah,
Primary focus on like our local area here, putting stuff out, but bringing in some things
yeah,
from elsewhere also.
yeah. That's great. Yeah, it's an excellent thing for the scene. Obviously, the Kentucky, Louisville, Greater Kentucky scene, but yeah, I know he's kind of got his tendrils out there all over too. So that's
Oh
great.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's I think he's going about it the right way without trying to like be a traditional label and like beat you over the head. Like here, we'll give you a penny off of every record or whatever.
No, it's been great so far. I'm working with him. It's a great deal. Laid back guy. You can tell he's way into the music. He's doing it because he loves it. And, I really appreciate that for
For
sure.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great to have someone like that in the, local community, really helping bands get to that next
Yeah.
stage, whether it's releasing a 7-inch or an EP or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
What was that conversation like with you all and Reagan?
Well, he approached us. I don't know. Like I say, it was right around. It was perfect timing. I guess it's been. I don't even know when it was at this point. Some point in the last year, and said, would you be interested in maybe doing a split with somebody or putting something out? Do you have anything you're working on? I said, well, we have 2 songs that are pretty much recorded. If you'd be down to do a 7-inch, we'd be happy to put it out and work with you. So yeah, it's just been a super easy, you know, casual but professional
Yeah,
conversation, and relationship so far. It's been great.
that's good. I
Yeah.
like Reagan. Reagan and I've been friends for probably 25 years now.
Oh wow.
So he was doing it way, way back then. And
Sure.
now to bring it back and to really to really dive in as heavy as he is really good to see because
Oh
that shit
yeah.
makes him so happy.
No, that's awesome, man. I've picked up, several things he's put out already, and I know there's a lot on deck coming out soon. So I'm excited about what we're putting out, but just to be involved with it, and so many of our friends and our peers here,
Yeah.
it's very cool.
Yeah, it really is. Man, crazy. Crazy shit. So let's like talk about Legalize Lex this year.
Yeah, let's do that for sure. I'm really pumped to be back. What a lineup!
Dude, holy shit.
Fucking
Like,
killer lineup, man.
yeah.
I'm very stoked.
Who are you most excited to see?
Well, I'm always pumped to see Horse Burner. I was really pumped to see Lopan was on there. We just played with them for the first time late last year. I've been a huge Lopan fan for years. I'm excited to see Rebreather. I've seen Rebreather once, but it's been like, I don't know, I want to say 15 years or close to it
Wow.
since then. So I'm really pumped to see them. I know they've been active this whole time up in, somewhere in Ohio, but I haven't seen them for years and years. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, I could go on and on. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Star Viper from Pittsburgh. They're homies, and they rock really hard. So I'm
Right
really
on.
excited to see them too. So many. I could
Yeah.
probably get into the whole list. I'm
I
excited about all of them.
it really is. Like last year Braun did such a great job of curating all those
Oh
bands.
yeah.
And then this year, same thing. He's pulling them out. Like when they announced Lopan, I was like, holy shit. 'Cause I love Lopan. I'm like, man, I just want to see them just fucking once, you know? And
Yeah.
they're playing. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. They rule. I'm pumped for that.
Hell yeah. Okay. Who else? Oh yeah, they're playing the same night as you guys.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah. Yeah, man.
uh
The Saturday, both days are stacked. I'm at that point. I'm getting to an age where I feel like I can't party real hard and then have to
yeah.
sing the next day. So I'm like, do I try to go? I'm gonna try to go Friday and pace myself, I think, but I don't have much self control when it comes to hanging out at a bar for hours.
In that environment, it's so hard because everyone's like, hey, what's up? Here's a beer. Like,
Right,
you're like,
right.
damn, you know.
I think last year we played late on Legalize Lex, and I was there all day having a blast, hanging out with all my friends, cheap beer. And I feel like we didn't have the best set, but I feel like everybody else was kind of at the same point we were by that time in the evening, and I think everybody seemed to enjoy it. I'm glad, but definitely wasn't my proudest performance. But man, I had a great time that day.
No, I think you're right, though. I think everyone really had just a good time, like all day.
But yeah, absolutely.
Everything running like on time
Oh
was
man,
like, holy shit.
yeah, incredibly well run with that. That huge lineup throughout the day. There's always delays, and no, I mean it
Yeah,
couldn't have gone off any better.
for sure. Was there a band last year that you were absolutely blown away with, like their performance?
I had not seen Blessed Black for a long time before that, for several years, maybe even like since before the pandemic. So I had really been looking forward to seeing them, and that was awesome. So many awesome bands played. I'd never seen
Yeah.
Lordship; they really killed it. I'm
Oh
gonna try
yeah,
to go
they
see
did.
them tomorrow in town with She. So yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
I
They
am.
all kinds of all kinds of shows going on. There are all kinds of great bands, and those were the couple that really stood out to me that I hadn't seen at least for a long time.
Yeah, so Lordship, I honestly didn't even like check into them before getting there. So that
Same.
set, I was like, oh my God, they're
Yeah, I
so
went into
fucking
that one
good.
totally blind myself, and yeah, no, they were killer.
Yeah.
Good
Now,
stuff.
the funny thing is, like, I tried to listen to shit. Hold on. I'm like totally brain farting. I literally just had it at the tip of my tongue. Glass Future.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
God, fuck.
That's Howling Giant, right?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm like, I fucking love those dudes. Like, why
yeah. Oh,
can't I
absolutely.
remember the name, you know?
Yeah, for sure. This guy's
So
crushed.
I tried to listen to him before, before the show, and I was like it's okay, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna turn away a live show, but it
Oh
didn't
man.
click. But the dude they played, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh
sure. I know lots of bands like that. You see them live and really cements it for you. And yeah, those guys are great. I've
yeah,
seen them so many times, and I'm always pumped to see them. So
yeah, yeah, and they're coming back through next month, I think.
I think so. Yeah, they stay on it, man. Those guys are
Yeah,
road warriors.
constant grind for sure.
Absolutely.
Friday night, who's Friday night? Temple of the Fuzzwitch, Astronaut.
Yeah. Who else is there? I was
I gotta,
looking at it earlier.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah, I was do the same thing.
Swamp Hawk, Weed Demon, and Pond Digger.
Yeah. Shit. I'd never seen Pond Digger until last summer either, and man, those guys are killer. So yeah,
Was
I'd
that when
really
they
got.
did the show with Blessed Black and Faerie Ring and Crop?
I don't think I was at that when we played with them at the Holler of Doom
Gotcha.
out in London that the Stormtoker guys put on, which was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, it was a blast
Fuck
for
yeah.
sure. That was a great party.
I
Man,
hear so many good things about Holler of Doom. I'm just like,
yeah, man.
one year I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, I recommend it. That was my first time going, and it was excellent. I had a blast.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
God. So many good things going on, like in the
Oh, I
whole
know.
scene.
For sure. It's always hopping, man.
For sure. I mean, like, I feel like now there are more, well, in at least the Doom arena or Stoner arena, there are so many like smaller festivals that are happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holler at
Lots of great
Doom,
ones, man.
Legalize, Asheville, Doomed and Stoned. You got Grand Rapids, Doomed and Stoned. There's Planet Desert Rock Fest and all the Ripple Fests and
Yeah, sure.
Desert Fest. Like, holy shit, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you can keep a full calendar if you can make it to all of them, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah, you probably, God, it's fucking wild.
Yeah,
What,
man.
what, what got you into like playing music initially?
I've always been into music. I grew up in West Virginia, in north central West Virginia. There was really zero music scene in my hometown when I was there, and always wanted to. I had a few buddies who played, but it was high school bands, stuff like that.
Right.
Not a lot. I was never in a band until I went to college, and I don't know. I was way into punk rock at the time. It's been several punk bands for years down there. It's pretty much like as soon as I got to college, it's like, oh, there's musicians here. There are people I can really click
Yeah.
with, and fell in with the scene really, really hard, really quick. Made a lot of great friends.
Yeah, that's cool. One of my favorite things is how like music really brings people together.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. It becomes a real small world once you start doing it for a little while, man. People all over the place.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's the sense of community that you feel like when you go to a show is like second to none.
Absolutely.
We
Love
did
that feeling when it's going to be a good show and you walk in and all your buddies are there, and particularly something like Legalize Lex, where lots of people from kind of all over the region are going to be there. It's great.
Yeah.
Homecoming of sorts for lots of folks.
Reagan and I went to Planet Desert Rock Weekend in Vegas a few weeks ago.
Oh, awesome, man! That looked like a killer lineup.
Yeah, it was stellar. Again, like John Gist is another one of those, like he does it for the love of the music, and
sure,
much like Braun, he personally curates all the bands.
Right.
There were some bands that I was like, yeah, I mean, I'll watch them because we're here, but then they play and just fucking blow me away. Jesus.
Nice. There was a lot of was there like Heavy Psych and stuff on that bill? I remember seeing that a while back. It looked like a killer lineup.
Yes. Luna Soul. Like Luna Soul capped the weekend out.
Okay.
I was not ready for their set.
Nice.
But like came out, and I'm gonna tell you, dude, it was just like it was so bluesy. If they would have played at a blues like festival, it would have fit right in.
Yeah, that rules.
Just crushed. Of course, Sergeant Thunderhoof was there.
Nice.
Fire Down Below, fucking Unita.
Oh, hell yeah. Awesome.
Shit tons of really good bands. But the minute we got there, it was just like, everyone's like, welcome. And you're like chatting with everyone, and you're seeing like, oh, I haven't seen you since like Ripple Fest or whatever. And they're all hugging and shit. It's like,
yeah, God. Love that, man. I love it. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. I think a lot of people think about the heavier music in that world as like it's going to be violent and angry, and people are going to hate you because you look a little different, but you show up and everyone's so unique that literally
a metal crowd of any sort, it's generally like the nicest and best behaved crowd there is. Largely speaking, particularly when you get into stoner and doom and stuff like that.
Most people are too high to really get too crazy.
Right.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
That's fucking hilarious. Who are some of the just bands that we haven't mentioned yet that you're really into, you think some other people should dig?
Man, it's on the spot here.
No, I'm like, hey, surprise.
No, you're good. Man, I don't know. I listen to all kinds of stuff. I feel like when I'm going to shows, it's largely local bands and lots of folks we've already mentioned, if I'm being honest. We haven't mentioned the guys who are responsible for the whole fest and Crop. I mean, I can't wait to hear their new album. I know they're doing great, but anybody who hasn't heard Crop, they need to check it out. Those guys, they bring it. They got a real great, unique sound. I love Mark. He's a great vocalist, man. Just a great band overall.
And their stage presence, dude. They are fucking entertaining as all get out.
For sure. Yeah, that Crop. Faerie Ring's another one. I know you mentioned them earlier, but man, what a live show. There's no band I'd rather watch live. They're so great.
Oh, speaking of Faerie Ring, are you going to be at the Brant Bjork show?
Yeah, I think I'm going for Faerie Ring and Crop more than anything. Yeah. Crop's on that too, right?
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, I'll be there for sure. I've seen Brant Bjork once before, and it wasn't his fault. It was just a terrible venue in Indianapolis. I don't even remember what it was called, but showed up and I'm like, this doesn't seem right. It was a weird show. So I'm excited to see him in Portal. It should be cool.
Yeah, that Portal's a really cool place. I
For
like
sure.
what they're doing with the, you've got Shane and Flying Eye Tattoo, and then Athena and
Yeah.
Amplified, and
Yeah.
Jordan and Willis with Heavy Meta. Like,
Yeah, it's awesome. A real community building down there. Lots of great small businesses, lots of friends, local artists and stuff. It's great. Yeah.
gotta,
Athena sold a stack of records that we took down there. I need to go see her. I've been meaning to for like a couple weeks. I'll be down there for
yeah,
a show soon, if not sooner than later.
yeah. I went and hung out with her last night and the night before because she
Nice.
did the Bring Your Own Vinyl, and I was like, well, shit, I'll take the
Oh,
vinyl
cool.
down there.
I didn't know she was doing that. That rules.
Yeah, about every other Thursday.
Okay. Awesome. I'll have to make it down there. I haven't been to
Yep.
Portal for a minute, and I am looking forward to that Brant York show. They always have good ones. It's been
Yeah,
hibernating, I feel like, starting to get out to some more shows for the springtime. Sun's coming out,
I
longer
think the
days.
winter
I'm
does it
excited.
to all of us. Like,
I'm sure. Yeah. Definitely got me.
yeah, yeah, me too. It's like I don't want to do anything. I'm just gonna hang out at home. It's fucking cold, and
Yeah, been a lot of that. So I'm glad that's ending. I'm looking
yeah.
forward to getting out tonight and more soon.
Yeah, what's the third band on the bill tonight? Year of Cobra?
I think Year of October is the band that's
Oh,
playing
that's it.
tonight. We played with them
Yeah.
in Nashville once. They're cool. They're kind of like heavy blues psych with a strong female fronted vocalist.
Oh
Great
yeah.
voice. Yeah, it should be a cool band. I think I saw maybe Prayer Lines on there too. I'm not sure. I hope so. I think that may have been a last minute addition. My wife mentioned it earlier.
Oh,
So
that
I
would
don't
be
know.
cool.
We're gonna make it out one way or the other. I love playing on the tapes and I love get out and support the homies. They had asked us to play that show back in the fall when he first booked it. We had planned on it, but things fell through. So I'm definitely going to be out there. I was looking forward to it. I was bummed we weren't able to jump on, but he filled it up with some great bands for sure.
For sure. Stormtoker fucking jams, dude.
For sure.
That was another band that I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to anything until I go see them.
Yeah.
I just Legalized Lex last year was my first time seeing them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, holy shit, why have I not been going to see them? What the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah, man. A lot of great bands around the state. Sure.
For sure. Who is the most unique band you think in our region?
Well, the first one that comes to mind for me is probably like Isolation Tank Ensemble. You know those guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great
they
friends,
fucking
but
jam.
also just a great out there, proggy, heavy band. They're real.
Yeah, great time. Well, what was the last time I saw them? It was at Mag Bar, what, 2 months ago, maybe?
Okay, nice. Yeah, I haven't seen them for a minute.
I don't even remember who else was on that bill, but I saw them and I was like, fuck yeah, like cool. Definitely want
Yeah,
to see that.
they roll.
Yeah, shit, too many shows. I'm like, I don't remember who on
Yeah,
that
they
bill.
roll together after a while. I understand.
For sure. So you said you've been working on some new material. Have you
Yeah,
finished songs?
yeah. We
Like
have
just the writing process?
the writing process. We haven't recorded anything since we recorded the two that are coming out here shortly, but I'm hoping to maybe start demoing out these new songs we have and think about how we want to release them and start getting some plans in the works for this year. We don't have a whole lot of shows booked at the moment, although we're working on getting some booked around the release here in the next few months. But yeah, just hoping to really get some new songs done. Made a lot of progress, I will say. We've got a good handful of unrecorded songs, several we haven't played out yet. So we'll be playing at least one new one for Legalize. So excited for that. Nobody's heard yet. So
Hell
forward
yeah.
to that. Yeah.
Hopefully Crop brings out like I think last time they brought out Formaldehyde.
Right. I'm sure they will, right? They got to. I think their new album's coming together quick, it sounds like. I'm
Yeah.
excited to hear some new stuff. Surely
Yeah, I
they
think
will.
is it pressing right now, maybe?
I'm not sure where it is. I got the impression it might be already recorded. I don't know. I'm hoping so. I'm excited to hear it.
It's recorded. I don't remember if it was mastered yet.
Gotcha. It all takes time, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be,
Waiting as patiently as I can.
it's it sucks, when
I
you're
know.
like, I know it's right there, like,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's just part of it, man. Particularly if you want to do vinyl, it's going to take a while. That's part
yeah.
of it. That's all right.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, some of those vinyl pressing places, like some of them are still taking 4, 5, 6 months to get stuff done. So
Yeah,
it's like,
sure. It seems like that's the standard. I don't know anymore. I just kind of figure it's going to take 6 months or so to get vinyl back.
yeah,
Big,
some of them a
big
little
business
faster, some of them a little longer is,
for sure.
especially like seeing the resurgence that vinyl has had over the last 8 or 10 years, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. But it seems like what people want to buy, and I mean, it's cool to have. I like buying it myself. Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
you got to
I
do
was,
it.
yeah, it got to keep it going. I got to a point where it was like, let me rewind. I told my wife when we first met, I was like, hey, whatever you do, do not buy me vinyl. And she's like, why? I'm like, because the minute you do, for me, it's just going to be downhill.
It's going to start a whole thing.
Yeah, you're going to, like, I lost all my vinyl in a fire and was like, all right, I'm
Oh
going to
shit!
not do anything. And like our first year together, she bought me a vinyl. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Here we go.
Yeah. Now she's like, why do you have three of that one? I'm like, well,
I was just
different
going through.
variants.
Yeah, sure. I was just going through some records earlier and upgraded some copies and pulled some out, put them in a stack to get rid of, make some more room. Live in a tiny house. I can't have any more records. It's almost at the point where it's like one in, one out anymore. I don't have any more space on my shelves.
I think I need to get to that point, but I need to make the decision
You're
because,
right.
I've got like records here, records here, records here. Like, oh, motherfucker.
I know. Yeah, I working on it earlier today, shifting stuff around, trying to make it all fit on the little bit of shelving I have.
So what record do you have that is your like most prized record? That's a
I don't know. I've got a handful of nothing like crazy, mind blowing, super valuable, but I'm big into digging for like late '60s, early '70s, kind of like proto metal, hard rock stuff, underground stuff. So I've got a few of those that I've found. I'm trying to think some that really stand out in the collection. I don't know. I could go on a tangent here.
you absolutely could.
One album that comes to mind is a heavy krautrock band called Birth Control. I got their album Operation not too long ago, a really nice copy of that. It's like I say, it's not worth a ton of money, but I was going on a spell for a while there on eBay and just like bidding on stuff last minute and got a couple
Yeah,
really sweet deals. Then I had to
that's
like
cool.
step back from it, like getting a little too into it. Like I say, tiny house. I don't have any more room for vinyl. I don't have that much money when I start getting out of
Yeah.
hand. I got to step back from it sometimes. But I mean, I'd say half of my records are bands I've played with, friends bands, and then probably another half is old shit I've dug out of crates here and there.
Yeah, that's cool. So mine's just very similar. Whenever I see a band, I mean, last time I saw you guys, you had the blue controlled burn, and I was like, fuck, I gotta buy that now.
You're a great supporter of the scene, man. I know you already got those fancy copies too, right? So I
Yeah,
appreciate you
I
supporting.
do have that too. Yeah.
I know the first
You
time
know,
I met you, you told me you had like one of those Nebula ones, or one of the fancy
yeah,
ones that Wax Mage did, right?
yeah. It was
I
like,
don't even have one of those, so
I don't even. So Shane, Shane Simmons,
yeah,
the tattooer, my tattoo
sure.
guy, he fucking right when the Nebula ones came out, he fucking sent it to me. He's like, dude, check this out. And I'm like, you motherfucker, why would you send this to me? So I like hurried up and like bought it and shit. Like, I
Uh,
gotta have it. Like, damn it.
yeah, I'll say that's one thing I don't get into too much. Is like I like if I can get a cool variant like at a merch stand, I'll do it, but I don't really go out of my way to buy one of each variant or anything like that. I try to refrain from that. I'm
Well,
generally as happy with like a black record as I am a big splatter.
shit, now the black records are more uncommon than, the
You're
crazy
right.
variants.
Yeah, you're right for sure. With Controlled Burn, they just did random color. I think it's whatever's left over you can get as an option, and that was awesome. They're
Yeah.
all kind of unique. Everyone's a little bit different. Cool.
Yeah, I really dig that. I like that there's so many variants because you have the better sounding variants and then the ones that just look
Sure.
really cool. And unless I really like a band, I'm not going to be like hunting down like
Sure.
all this crazy shit. But
Yeah,
did you see Faerie Ring had some liquid filled?
I did. And actually, I think I saw that Warrior of Death and Wax Mage did one of controlled, or a few of the controlled burn that like that too. I don't know how many they did. I didn't really hear anything about the deal, but we were like, tagged in an Instagram post or something like, well, that's far out. I'm not gonna get one, but that's cool.
Well,
But yeah, those are super cool for sure.
when Kyle fucking put it up, he put it up on his story or whatever, and I'm like, holy shit, dude. Like, what is that? He's like, I just put some up on Bandcamp. I go over there and they were fucking sold out.
Yeah, I know that. That's the thing with that stuff. They go fast. Collectors own that shit.
Well, dude, he only made fucking. I think Alex said they made 10 of them.
Yeah, that seems right. It's like, oh, there's a word for that, but I'm missing it. It's not there.
Yeah, it's okay. It's late on a Saturday after a long fucking week of work.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about those crazy words. Just want to go have fun.
Right.
I did end up getting one of those Faerie Ring liquid fills. Yeah.
Very cool. Hell yeah.
I was like, I said, dude, it's all sold out. And he goes, oh, I'll put 2 more up. And I like went over and like 2 popped up. I'm like, bye. Like,
nice. Yeah.
and he put them up for a lot cheaper than what I typically see those things sell for too.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So I was like,
yeah, man,
stupid not to buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love those guys. They're one of my favorites. That album's fucking rules. I've listened to it so many times. I bought a bunch of records from Kyle, actually. He was selling a bunch of his stuff, and I checked out his Discogs. I got a bunch of awesome 70s shit from him.
Right on.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear what their new stuff is.
Me too. Absolutely.
Like, I asked Alex when I saw him at the Psalm and Blair and Galactic
I saw that
Spectre
show was happening, man. I wish I would have gone to it.
Dude, fucking great show. Like, every band absolutely, like, rocked.
Well, yeah, man. I have to keep an eye out to catch them next time they're coming through in Blair. I know that he plays with them. I've never seen him.
Oh, dude. Like, again, another band I didn't check out before we went, but, Matt, who is playing drums with Faerie Ring right now, is guitar and singing in Blair, and then you got
cool. I think I'd heard that. I'd forgotten. That's awesome. Yeah.
So I'm like, cool. I made my wife and son. I didn't make them, but I was like, hey, you guys come to the show. So they came to the show, and
nice.
And Blair played, and they both like. I think that's like my band of the night. I'm like,
really?
That's fucking awesome. Cool as shit.
Yeah, I gotta check them out, man. I was bummed I missed that.
Yeah, definitely. If I hear of them playing again, I'll let you know.
Please do. You got your finger on the pulse around here, I know.
Sometimes I'm like, what's going on?
I feel like I've been out of it for a bit.
There were like five shows last night. There were 5 shows last night. 2 here. Wake was playing in Nashville.
Oh, wow.
Damn, someone was in Cincinnati and someone was in Indianapolis. And I'm like every show I want to go to. Why?
Right? It's a good problem to have. Good problem to have for sure.
It is. It absolutely is. So when you guys released the new thing, the 7-inch, are you guys planning on doing like regional shows around it or mainly local?
Yeah, well, we'll probably do a little bit of regional stuff for sure. We're working on it currently. Don't have a whole lot on the books right this second. But yeah, we'll do at least a little bit of regional travel. And that's really all the more we can do much anymore. Everybody's got full-time jobs now, families, and life gets in the way of rocking sometimes, unfortunately. But yeah, try to do as much as we can. Get out a couple weekends here and there.
Well, I like that though, because I feel like I like that for you guys, because I feel sometimes people get into a band and they put these, I'm going to say, unrealistic expectations, like, oh, we're going to go and do all of this. And it's like, I can't get the time off work or.
Sure. I've been in bands for 20 years at this point, and it's like, I don't have any delusions of grandeur anymore, I'm going to keep rocking because I love doing it. It's a good creative outlet, and it's how I meet all my friends, and it's what I love to do. Yeah. No world tours in my future, that's for sure.
Well, unless something crazy happens.
Hey, man, I guess if somebody wants to pay me to tour the world, I'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
But until then, I'm going to do a few weekends here and there.
I'll just hang out here. We're good.
Right.
What like, is there a city around here that you guys like playing the most? Like, obviously home, but
yeah, I don't know. I feel like we've done a pretty bad job of traveling lately, but we've been to, I don't know. I'm excited to hopefully get back to Cincinnati soon. think there's a pretty decent scene happening there. Good spots. Indianapolis, Black Circle Rules. We played there a time or two. I don't know. I love going down to Lexington, just down the road, and yeah, I don't know. We don't get out all that much, but yeah, I don't know. Those are the big ones, I'd say. I'd like to get back over to Pittsburgh. I personally I grew up in West Virginia, so occasionally we'll go play some shows over there, and usually see a lot of old friends. And personally love doing that. I don't know how much the rest of the band does, but I'm selfish and enjoying it.
Well,
My people.
do with it what you can, right? Like,
Yeah, right.
I'm a big fan of like multitasking. So if I can play a show and see some people I haven't seen in a while, like let's do that shit.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
Love what Black Circle's doing, man.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
place
a
rules.
huge venue at all, but I feel like everyone fucking goes through and plays there.
And some really awesome big shows there for sure. Yeah, we haven't played there for a long time, but I mean it's a great scene up there. A lot of great bands.
For sure. Baroness is going to do the Red and Blue tour there.
I saw that, and those are really the only Baroness albums I listen to. So I would like to go see that for sure.
Dude, get your ticket right up with me.
Yeah, I might do that. I have to look at my calendar, see when that is. But yeah, I saw that was happening. That sounds fun.
May 30th, I think.
Okay, sweet.
And I don't drink or anything. So like,
oh, GD.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
Good looking out.
It'll be, and that'll be, those dudes fucking rip. Like, absolutely rips.
For sure.
I saw them, wasn't last year. It was probably the end of 23. They played Columbus, and then it was the end of 23 because that was about the same time of year you guys played the Hidden Gem with Blessed Black.
Oh yeah.
The previous year, Faerie Ring played there.
Cool.
So right before that, Baroness was on tour with Spotlights, who I absolutely love. Those,
yeah, those guys are awesome. For sure.
Yeah. So we went to fucking Columbus and then drove up to Detroit and watched, saw the show both nights.
Oh, that's awesome. Nice. Yeah, I haven't seen Baroness for years, so I would like to see him again. Particularly if they're playing that old stuff.
Yeah, that'll be, and right there in Black Circle will be the perfect fucking place to see that.
Yeah, for sure. Saw Elder there, which was killer. That's probably like the most packed show I've been to there.
Shit, that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Did Elder just start, or they're getting ready to start the 10-year anniversary for Lore over here?
Oh, nice. Yeah, I guess it has been 10 years. Wow. Yeah. Wow. To keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't remember if it's already started, but I don't think it has yet.
Okay.
That's another show that I would love to see. I'm so stoked to see them go out on the road with Tool.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Huge for him, I'm sure.
Fuck yeah. Nice. George said he was like, it was great. I mean, I think we gained a bunch of new fans. I don't know.
I would say so. Yeah, for sure.
Hard to gauge, like, quickly after a tour. Like, what does that look like? I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, follows or shit. Who knows?
For sure.
Yeah.
Shit. So of course we got the show tonight and then Legalize Lex next month. Yeah. Do you have anything between those two?
No, we really don't have much of anything on the books right this second. We're working on getting some together for the summer, the late spring and summer right now. So
I just mean like shows you're going to.
Shows I'm going to. Yeah, I'm sure I do. I looked at my calendar. I feel like there's a bunch of local shows coming up I'm looking forward to. My wife and I were talking about maybe going to Asheville to see Earthless is playing. They're opening for Black Angels, so it'd be cool. I love Earthless. They're one of my favorites. I haven't been to Asheville for a long time, so we might go do that.
That's cool.
Earthless is probably they're one of my favorite bands to watch live. They rule.
Right on. I've never seen them.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta catch Earthless. You gotta make a point to do that.
All right. I will put that on my list. I get so inundated with music that it's like I can't keep up.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry.
No, you're good.
Tiptoeing through. See.
Tiptoe through the tulips. That's good shit. Okay, Blair, Saturday, 4/19, Blind Scryer with. I'm gonna pull out my phone so I can
name off the whole list.
Yes, Sympathy Jar, Star Viper, the fucking Jaminist dudes, and Storm Toker, Radian, Veilcast, Blind Scryer, Friendship Commanders, Crop, Rebreather, Lopan, and Horse Burner.
Yeah, you just reminded me of like 3 or 4 bands I'm really pumped to see. So yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
be awesome, man. I can't
I
wait.
know. So I interviewed fucking Friendship Commanders, and I'm like chatting with them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we played Louisville." I'm like, "Oh shit, where'd you play?" They're like, "Oh, we played Portal," and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Fuck."
yeah.
Who?
They
They were
rule.
like hippie death cult. I'm like, "Oh, I was fucking there at that fucking show." Like
Yeah, man. I'm really pumped to see them. Yeah, they kick a whole lot of ass. It's
that whole
gonna rule.
bill is, I think, from start to finish is just like I'm not super familiar with Sympathy Jar, but
Yeah,
uh
I don't know them. I'm excited to see them, but it was the same way last year. There were a couple bands I'd not heard that were playing early in the day, and man, excellent bands. Ron does a great job curating it. And yeah, I'm pumped and honored to be included on it again this year. It's going to be a real good time. Really looking forward to it.
I'm bummed that I love Blessed Black.
Oh, yeah, me too.
They're my like number one, like,
Yeah,
oh, anytime they play, I want to fucking go see Blessed Black. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna go to Legalize Lex. Well, they're playing Friday night in Cincinnati with fucking Lopan. And I'm like, you
ah.
motherfuckers. Oh,
Right. Yeah, damn. Well, we will
yes.
see them again soon, I'm sure.
Yes. Yeah, God, I hope real soon. Okay, Blair, thank you for coming to hang out.
Yeah.
I'm
Thanks for having
I'll
me, Tom.
probably see you here in like 20 minutes at fucking Planet of the Tapes.
Yeah, probably so, man. We'll see you then.
Hell yeah. For all you out there, go get your pre-sale tickets to Legalize Lex because as you can tell, these bill is absolutely phenomenal both nights. You're not going to be disappointed. Actually, you will be probably coming in your fucking pants just walking through the door. You're welcome.
That's right.
Awesome.
Get your tickets. We'll see you there.
Hell yeah. See you in a bit, Blair.
All right. Thanks, Tom. See you, buddy.
See ya.